Jai Shri Ram, a few words about agitation, abnormality, and instability, which all humans are likely to experience at some time or the other. Some words are already known to you. Okay, let's say Angst, A-N-G-S-T, German word, Angst, feeling of anxiety, apprehension, and insecurity, Angst. Okay, at loose ends, uncertain. At wit's end, perplexed, especially having exhausted one's mental resources. If you are at your wit's end, that means you do not know what to do. You have tried everything and everything has failed. Okay. Blackout. Blackout means undergo temporary loss of consciousness, vision, or memory. Extreme grief, people will black out. Okay. Breaking point. You reached a breaking point. A point at which you begin to succumb to the stress. Yeah, I have not reached my breaking point ever because I have a very high frustration tolerance. Brooding is being depressed and moody. Bugaboo. A bugaboo is an imaginary object of fear, causing disproportionate anxiety. A bugbear or a bugaboo. Bundle of nerves. If somebody has become a bundle of nerves, it means they are extremely anxious. Okay? They are extremely anxious. Bundle of nerves. Okay, let's see what next. Butterflies. You're experiencing butterflies. A very queasy feeling due to nervousness and agitation. Cabin fever. Restless irritability from isolation or prolonged confinement. Cabin fever. Okay. Next, catatonic. C-A-T-A-T-O-N-I-C. It's a pose, schizophrenia patients display this, marked by rigidity, muteness, and bizarre or purposeless activity. Stupor, catatonic. Okay. Cold sweat. Cold sweat is concurrent chills and perspiration from fear or shock. Chills and perspiration from fear or shock is cold sweat. Compulsive means unable to control an irrational impulse. Compulsive shopping. Unable to control an irrational impulse to do something compulsive. Conniption is hysterical rage. C-O-N-N-I-P-T-I-O-N. Hysterical rage. Consternation, digbranti. Shock, anger, fear and confusion. Okay. Death wish. A conscious or unconscious desire to die. A death wish. People drink too much. That is actually a kind of death wish. They drink so much. It's a kind of death wish. Okay. Deviant means straying away from normal behavior. Perverted. Disoriented. Displacement from a normal sense of time, place and identity. Distraught. Extremely agitated. Distraught. Doldrums. Spell of inactivity. Economy is in doldrums. It also means depression. If somebody is in doldrums, that means he is very depressed. Dotty, D-O-T-T-Y, mentally unbalanced, eccentric, very dotty character, amiably eccentric. Okay. Fantods, F-A-N-T-O-D-S, emotional outbursts, tantrums, fantods. Okay. Flustered, confused, anxious and agitated. Frazzled. If somebody is frazzled, extreme nervous fatigue. Extreme nervous fatigue. Jangled. Feeling jangled. Tense and irritated. Tense, irritated and nervous. Jangled. Jekyll and Hyde. A person marked by a dual personality. One good and one evil. Jitters. Extreme sense of panic and nervousness. Heebie-jeebies. Heebie-jeebies. Screaming mimes, willies, heebie-jeebie. Lobotomized, slow, dull-witted, calmed due to lobotomy. Okay, lobotomy is they'll remove a part of the frontal lobe. Okay. Neurotic is excessively anxious or indecisive. Neurosis, right? It's an emotional disorder, excessively anxious. Okay, let's see. Off the wall. Extreme terror and nervous hysteria, jitters, off the wall. Non-compos mentis, not of sound mind, mentally incompetent, like Papu. On pins and needles, experiencing nervous anxiety on pins and needles, on tenterhooks, in a state of uneasy suspense or anxiety, overwrought, extremely anxious and agitated, okay, pixelated, slightly unbalanced, pixelated, Pixilate, it's slightly unbalanced. Okay, let us see. Feeling rattled, confused, and anxious, shaken up, disoriented or confused, totally stressed out, strung out, addicted to a drug, or in an extreme state of nervous exhaustion, totally strung out. Okay, I think that's all. Up the wall, you're up the wall, extremely anxious or agitated, totally worked up, zoned out, dazed and disoriented, confused, zoned out. Jai Shri Ram.